Tuning in on a Wednesday night. Again, you're hearing my voice. I input, and you know what that means. It is Cup night tonight. We just got done watching a very dominating performance by Private Pat in the presets. We are doing some custom racing tonight. Everything tonight, once again, brought to you by our sponsor, JCR. Special surprises again all night long. Earlier, we had Robbie Racing and Crableg up here in the booth helping me out. Guess what? Somebody new. Actually, two people. Mr. Taya Hazard and Mini Truck Jim. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing tonight? Thanks for being up here, and are you excited to be up in the booth?
I had a pretty good time last night, so I'm looking forward to watching these guys a little closely. I'm gonna be racing with these guys next season, so I'm kind of not necessarily just commentating, but doing a little bit of scouting, seeing what I got in store next season.
Oh, great. Now I get to say your name now all the dang time. Great, next year. On that note, guys, if you haven't done this before, if you just got it, I'm going to blue screen. Go to your notifications. You know how to do it. Accept that invite and hit that options button. That's how you're going to get into the race. Let's go watch this New Hampshire custom race. Get it while we blue screen real here. And I'm back, but yeah, the Celtics, NRG, AJ Storm, Captain Jack, D. Smith, El Parco himself, Deadpool needs to win and get in, Nuka Bob, last week's winner, and I think Dirty Dog's in here just to watch or spot because that's whose name I'm seeing, but we're already 2 laps into this. But Nuka did he won his first ever Giggity race, Giggity custom race last week, locked himself into the playoffs. I know you guys are in some fights in your respective series too. The last couple of weeks have been exciting because everybody's got to fight for every point and every chance they get to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, and especially when you get to a week like this, where it's the last week before the playoffs start, everybody's going to be high intensity, wanting to make sure that they're carrying momentum into these playoff races. And speaking of playoff drivers, AJ Storm, he's got a really good gap right now, back to the car in second. I believe that is Celtics.
Yeah, AJ Storm again. If you don't forget, we've seen quite a few of our Giggity regulars a couple weeks ago at the Winter Heat Series. AJ Storm, one of those guys participating. Cola locking himself in. Flash 9, we'll see him race tonight. Fluffy 1. Next season, that we got a newcomer of, him as Max Boost. He'll be joining in. So, again, Giggity's got so much talent. And then plus, to watch these guys race on a Pro League level, come out here and do it on a custom scale. AJ's walking away. Big battle back here between Celtics Captain Jack and 21. There is Flash 9. Flash 9, again, you can tell he's been out practicing and tuning his car because he's still in his, that test scheme. I wish that they would, just automatically flip that back over for you, you know what I mean? But things happen. I also wish they had the broadcast ticker, which was something that they advertised too, which make life easier. But AJ Storm out there walking away. Great battle back here for second, third, fourth, and then right behind them we got 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Look at this, guys. Robbie racing too. Let's see if he's going to put that thing in Robbie gear tonight. Save enough fuel. We'll not have to pit here the first stage, but some guy we got to keep an eye on is Deadpool 490 in that 42 car tonight. Has to win or get in, and he almost did it in another. We talked about exciting races of Giggity 2 weeks ago at Michigan. What a barn burner! If you weren't for that one there too, Minnie. Good talk, buddy. Good talk, Mini Truck. Oh, no, I don't blame you. No, I really do appreciate you guys so much for helping out up here, and it's a lot of fun to do, and hopefully we can be seeing you up here again. A little bit of difficulty last night for you. I know you were trying to do the custom races. I did the preset right up there, but got that one figured out. But man, you did a great job in the booth. And Mini Truck Jim, the rookie up here tonight, going to go after tonight. You're going to take those yellow stripes off your microphone. Battling back here, we got the one and only El Parco in the 24, making a move on the inside of the 20. That is the NRG. NRG's going to back it off. Second lane looks like it worked real well for the preset guys there, Ty. So do you think these custom guys have built the car for that, or what do you think they did?
I mean, right now, I think we're seeing different lines work. I'm seeing Nuka kind of take a little more aggressive line there, taking the middle groove and cutting it down, and then we're seeing D. Smith. He's basically there in 1 and 2. It looked like he was right up on the wall. So I think we're going to see these guys have different setups that factor for different lanes. Sometimes you're going to see the middle. Sometimes you're going to see the bottom. And again, D. Smith is going to go right up here by that wall. That's a lane that I haven't seen personally, but it seems to be working as he's doing pretty good.
Captain Jack back here in that 10 car again. The self-proclaimed Andale fastest guy on Heat Series. Looking real good, racing out of that Cola Motorsports camp. Now, I'm not a fan of this track. We talked about it in the pre-race. Yes, some people love it, and some people hate it. Some people love to hate it, and it's vice versa for them. But when I have done some practice with my team over there at KMS, we did work a little bit, too, that second and third lane, we're going to be dominant. If you want to dive it down in real hard, you might be able to sneak under that yellow line. Not the preferred lane there too, because when you come up, it's going to throw your apex off there, Minnie. So you got to be careful how you do that. And I'm on board with the win and get in. He has to do it. Must win for him too. Deadpool. He, like I said, almost got himself locked in, and this is one of those tracks, we just said it too, you love it, you hate it. If you are a win and get in guy and you don't like this track, how much time and effort do you put in, Ty, to try to get it done? Because you can only, repetition is how victories are done, but if you don't like something, you're not going to do it a lot.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like when you're in a win and you're in a situation and you've got to win to fight for a championship, I think you've got to throw whether you like it or not out the window. You've got one job to do. You don't want to let your team down. You might as well just get the practice in, because you're not going to win a race if you don't focus and you don't work on getting your car right.
And patience are key. Some of these guys might have built a long run setup. Some of these guys might have built a setup for the short run, banking on cautions. We didn't see one yet, and last week we only had one or two. Looks like these guys trying to fight real hard. Oh, one car hard into the wall. That's the 19 of the Mo Power D. Smith. The Mo Power gain over there making out with that wall. That's going to give his team captain and good buddy NRG and that 20 a chance to catch up, and trying to see who that is directly by him, Nuka. So three of the Mo Power guys trying to work together. Maybe they need to get up there, but D hopefully better not check up his teammates, because I don't think they'll be happy with him after that situation. Good battle back here between Nuka and Deadpool, by the way.
AJ Storm's car, I'm not going to say it fell off. I don't know if Celtics' car came to life, but we are watching Celtics run down the 2 car of AJ Storm. Flash 9 kind of following suit. It's got a little bit of gap there between himself and the 11. But AJ Storm is definitely getting reeled in here by Celtics.
Celtics, I talked to him a little bit earlier too. He was excited up there. That, if you missed the preset race in that 11 car, that is not your daddy, not the mama right there sitting in that 11 car, but that is just your typical 11 car of Celtics. Again, kind of backstories behind everything, but that's what makes broadcasters so fun. But yeah, Flash 9 in that third spot in that all-white 21, trying to reel these guys in. That 2 car of the Cola Motorsports AJ Storm Ford Mustang has fallen off the pace just a wee bit. Is he saving, or is it falling off? That's a good question there, huh, Mini Truck? Don't sound too excited over there, yawning and everything with this battle for the lead, buddy. No, you just told me you weren't feeling good, man, and that is a real deal, man. So thoughts and prayers to you and your wife, and I hope you're feeling better too. God, like I said, kind of similar situation going on as we see the 11 of Celtics making a move to the inside of that 2 car. This is the battle for the lead. Flash 9 right behind them. Ford Toyotas all up front. And if I had to say some of the generic paint schemes out there for that 11 car, this probably is my favorite favorite one. Again, everyone knows I'm a little biased to that orange color. Do like that orange stripe with that orange 11. AJ Storm now threatening to go from the lead back to third. It just happened, Ty.
Yeah, he caught the wall off of 2, and that allowed Celtics to get right up to his bumper, but Celtics kind of followed suit where he got into the wall with him. That opened the door for Flash 9, and now we're seeing Celtics kind of take advantage of both of those mistakes that AJ made, and he is checking out.
Now, the 10 and the 2, they are teammates, Captain Jack and AJ. We've seen it before, but when you say work together, you get a little bit of a sniff of draft here, but when I say work together, that's probably don't drive each other too hard not to burn that car up. Real quick, again, thanks to this race by our sponsor out there, JCR, for all of what they're doing for us. Everybody, all of our champions this year are getting a monetary amount. It is sitting here, like I said earlier, fanning it with my face right now. It feels real good. Want to give a big shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land already. We see Harvick Pollock out there, man. What's going on, buddy? Big Jim. I haven't talked to him for a couple weeks. Sent him a message just to make sure he was doing all right. Again, at the end of the day, this is a video game, but when you make friends, you want to make sure everybody's doing all right. Big Jim said, hey, man, it's the holidays. I'm enjoying myself, hanging out with the friends. And Carf, Anthony Carf, you'll know him as Big Carf. He texted me a little bit earlier, too, trying to make his way back into Giggity. No longer doing dirt. He is a dirt guy, but look forward to seeing him here in the development series coming up. But now that Celtics has made that lead, he has checked out just a little bit. See if that Flash 9 in that all-white 21 Wood Brothers car mini truck can track him down. I need oxygen. I've never done this before. This is my first time. I'm sure. And Big Jim said, yeah, let's go 11, rooting for his buddy in that Celtics car. Robbie Racing. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Slowly but surely making his way up here, hearing some of what he's done today too. Robbie puts as much time as in anybody else out there, and not only does that, he takes the time out of his day to help other people, his teammates, and people, just friends too. So don't forget to subscribe to Robbie Racing on YouTube and join in there. He will help you out with setups, or reach out to him personally. He will work with you one-on-one, but don't ask him for that courtesy handy from him, because he just won't do it. Hunty, so you went, no, it's not a Dr. Pepper. You heard crack. If everybody knows how I roll on a Wednesday night, that is not a Dr. Pepper. That is a cold, frothy brew of adult beverage right there in a blue can. Celtics now really gets a little loose coming in. Flash 9 trying to catch back up to him. AJ Storm still holding strong in that third spot. Robbie Racing, the Australian himself. Let's put a shrimp on the bobby. Work his way up the fourth. He said if he wins tonight, he's giving everybody a free wallaby. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Oh, D. Smith looks like he's having some trouble back there, but I don't know if that was lag or server issues, Ty. Who do you got your eye on, buddy?
I mean, I've been watching the 42. I've kept my eyes on him just to see if he's making any moves right now. I'm not really seeing much out of the 20 car in front of him either, but something I am seeing. You mentioned it. Robbie Racing has been picking up the pace. He's been slowly but surely making his way up here to the 2 of AJ Storm and the 21 of Flash 9. He ain't alone, though. He's got the 10 of Captain Jack, who was right up on his tail, but has, for some reason, fallen off, unless I was just blind and thought he was up there. But Robbie Racing definitely making his way through the field right now.
Definitely making his way up there in that Chevrolet horsepower, so everybody knows how much I love it. It's glad to see he is not in Robbie gear. It looks like he has found himself a way to downshift, hit the clutch pedal, that tall skinny pedal on the right, that's called the accelerator. He has just found it, making his way up to third around AJ Storm. Robbie Racing in a stage points contingency. Flash 9, can he get up to him now? Robbie is on a mission, just like we saw Jake earlier in the presets.
And if you're in a position where you need these stage points, obviously points are going to reset at the playoffs. So basically, I believe, if I am correct, they are going to reset, unless I'm wrong.
You're going to ask me a question, and I don't have my notebook out. I don't appreciate that, Ty. You're fired. Never coming back up here again. Can't do it. But no, we'll get that answer for you too. But great to see Robbie up here working his way up. He has worked really hard, and one of those people out there too. I say people, we have women that drive out here too. The men and women just find themselves with a great car and the right place at the wrong time. But that just shows you again, guys, he is not from Australia. It's a standing joke. I've known Robbie for almost 2 years. One of my really good buddies. I talk to him every day. But Giggity is international. We have drivers and viewers down in Brazil, over here in the UK, Scotland. We've got fans over in Australia. Don't forget our northern friends up there in Canada. That is how big Giggity Racing is, and it's so cool to be international like that.
Yeah, it definitely brings a nice different viewing point for some people who are Formula One fans and are not really used to oval racing, or guys who are very familiar with oval racing. To kind of have them watching us from literally all over the world, it's pretty cool to know that's the guys that we're reaching and the guys and gals we're able to put on these races for.
And Robbie racing again. Now let's jump on board with him. Has tracked down that 21 of Flash 9. Again, we just saw him not too long ago. Robbie's going to make that highlight and handsome line work right there. Robbie racing up the second. Don't know if he can track down that Celtics car right now, because I think he started just a little back in the field. But definitely going to be a contender up here after these stages. Get them 4 freshies. Get that belly full of fuel. Robbie looking really good tonight. But I'm telling him, man, it's not that far. He wants to come over to the States and say, well, just put your Sweeto on. It's a little swim. Just come over. It won't take that long. But he won't do it. He just won't do it.
Might be a little chilly right now. I can't say that I blame him.
Well, I mean, in order to have marbles to disappear, you got to have marbles to begin with, right, buddy? But no, I'm just kidding you, Robbie. I love you to death. If it wasn't for Robbie, I wouldn't be in Giggity. I wouldn't even have these heat games. But great to see him out there. And we got Cybertrack. He says, "Go get him, AJ." Anthony said, "Go Robbie." And Big Jim says, "Robbie is looking strong." So Flash 9 now getting passed on the outside. Mustang friends right there. But the AJ Storm makes that move. So maybe that cars starting to come in. Can AJ Storms track down AJ? But I am really curious to see how Robbie, if he can get back up there to that leader right there. But because now I'm on board with him now. D Smith right in front of him. So lap traffic being a factor too. If he's the first car a lap down, mini truck, he'll get his lap track back. He'll get his lap back because he's going to make the move. Hey, and since Mini Truck, since this is your first time up here, I don't want to take away from the action on the track, man, but for all of our viewers and folks on Giggity who may not know you too well, you want to give us a little insight on yourself? Yeah, are you driving presets customs? Customs, yeah. Again, work and family, though, I tell everybody this all the time. Work and family is more important than a video game. We do take this serious, as we all know. We all love to be here in Giggity. Well, at least sometimes, right, Ty? I mean, frustrations do rise, but no, it's an honor to have you up here. I've raced with Cola Motorsports. I was on his Xfinity team, and he gave me the opportunity to step up and raise. Cola's a great kid, man, good guy, always willing to help anybody, but he was the one helping give me where I'm at too. So yeah, you're on a good spot over there, man. But at the end of the day, that won't pay the bills, right? I think the stage just ended right there. Robbie Racing going to stack himself up some points, Flash 9, and also right there. Who was that leader, Ty?
That was the 11 of Mopao Celtics. Got out front.
That's right.
Got out front and checked out. Not a contender for him right now in the long run.
So again, Robbie had to use this car to get up to the front, so it'll be interesting to see. Again, Mini Truck, you're in customs, as am I. Sometimes you might make a click of a little bit of a tick of a change, but not as nowhere near as much as these preset guys do. You pretty much have so many laps in, you get your car set up. All right, guys. Hey, we are getting reports out there on YouTube too that can you guys go double check to make sure that you guys are on always allow. There's somebody saying they can't hear them, but we're gonna rack them and stack them in stage 2. AJ Storm on the point. Here comes Celtics in that 11 car. Robbie right there with him. Flash 9. That's your top 4. AJ's gonna pull around. Contact being made in that first one, but yeah, somebody in the booth, double check yourself real quick. Make sure that you're on always allow. AJ Storm gonna use that second lane. Celtics gets one heck of a drive, comes in, gives them a little of a bump from behind. Robbie to the inside. Looks like he got pushed down there. Not where you want to be because you want to dime these corners. Flash 9's going to make the move. Robbie up to the second lane. That's going to push. That's going to push Captain Jack up to that third lane too right there. Robbie gets back up to him. We've seen how quick he is. Let's see if Robbie can work back up there, but that's how that's working out, guys.
Yeah, it was me on the do not allow.
So everything that I've asked Mini Truck Jim over here, it's been for nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yep.
And I agree with what Big Jim is saying too right now. Celtics has that diamonding aspect of it going in 3 right there. It's something I do with this track. Again, I don't personally care for it. I look forward to rate. Well, no, I can't say that, but I will be racing it. But yeah, when you don't have anybody around you, you can diamond the corner off, cut it off, high end, low out, just like in Cool Runnings. Get that run. Flash 9 now giving that 7-mobile Robbie a run. Here he comes to the inside. Robbie's going to utilize that high side right there. We'll get back to this. We'll recap everything with Mini Truck Jim so everybody can hear what he just said there too. But we got to keep up with this action now too. Celtics making a move on the inside of the 2. These guys battling it out.
As we saw him take that inside lane, it's going to give AJ the run here off the corner. Looks like he slid up on exit, so that run's going to be all for naught. But Celtics, with one heck of a move, take the lead back away from AJ Storm.
And Anthony's Carson said, yeah, big carp out there. He said, when people see me diamond in the corners, you can tell I'm on the dirt side. Again, I raced motorcycles for a living. That's what I did. You find that way. High end, especially at that Allen County Fairgrounds, that Lima. You go way up by the hay bales. You are literally inches from the fence, and then you just... I call them the fat. You cut that track off, you make that straightaway longer. What happens when you do that, Ty? You get more speed.
And more speed equals the ability to pass and the ability to get runs in and out of the corners.
That's exactly right.
That, especially if you're the car in second and you see the leader doing something different, you might want to try something different, see if you can find something that he's not really able to, because he's focused on trying to pull away. You can try to do anything you can to gain on him, and if cutting the track out, making that straightaway longer, if that's what you can do, go ahead and do it. As Flash 9 slides right up in front of the 2 AJ Storm, that's going to open the door for Captain Jack.
Yeah, I just saw that too. The 10 cars come down there too. But Mini Truck Jim, it's so hard to not follow that person in front of you. You've heard me say it time in and time out. My old man who used to race motorcycles, that's where I learned it from. Race the racetrack, not the racer. Look what's in front of you. You do what you follow them, you're going to do what they end up doing. So if you are racing your line, you'll be able to diamond it off and not worry about what they're doing, Minnie.
Yeah, I've noticed myself doing that quite a bit. I mean, somebody get in front of me and I just fall out of my line and start following them.
You get excited, though, when you get behind somebody sometimes, and you just want to, do that. But you got to stay calm, keep patience. As we see AJ Storm give his teammate of that 10 char right there a big old bump saying, move or I'm going to go around you.
Yeah, sometimes teammates get a little excited against each other, so...
Oh, there's bragging rights in the garage. There's always bragging rights, right? Let me double check here. Let's click back to see where Robbie is, because we got to keep an eye on that situation. It looks like something might have happened to him, or he's just waiting for that long run car to come in, Ty. Back here in that 5th spot.
Yeah, he didn't have the greatest restart. It looked like he got shuffled down to the inside lane, so was able to get be passed by everybody who kind of arced it in and diamonded to get the run out. But Knowing that he has that good long run car from stage 1, I definitely feel like he's going to at least be able to get right back up here to third and maybe battle with these guys for the lead.
Something that these guys do have the advantage on over the presets is how the car handles. They may have to stay out of the throttle as long as need be, or as long as you think you should be. The preset guys, you stay out of the throttle a long time here. These guys in these customs can roll it in, get it rotated, diamond it off, and then get back to that accelerator pedal.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm having to learn, being a preset guy, starting out as a preset guy, and now starting to transition over to customs in leagues that are outside and inside Giggity, moving up to Custom Cup next season. It's definitely different because I get comfortable in a custom setup, and then I go to a preset, and I don't have nearly as much rotation or nearly as much control over trying to adjust the car as I do with a preset to a custom.
Still battle for the lead up here too, but there's a great great change back here. AJ Storm makes it around on the lead. The self-proclaimed Heat gets around his teammate at Captain Jack for that third spot. These guys are definitely putting on one great show. There is action everywhere. As we saw in the presets, some people might have went a little bit different, you know, and started to separate. The leaders have started to check out just a little bit, but these guys kind of on equal playing fields, and they're mixing it up real well.
As we see the 20 of NRG, he is on pit road, heavy damage to the front of that 20 machine, and right behind him, the 42 of Deadpool. He's got to win, and if he wants to get into the playoff, he's got to win and make it in. He has heavy damage to the front of that 42. I believe he and the 20 got together there.
Yeah, and go back, watch that Custom Michigan race, guys. Unfortunately, I was in the booth by myself that night, but these guys put on one heck of a show where I didn't stop, and when I had to, it's because I needed a breath. The last 10 laps, Deadpool worked his rear end off to try to get anything he could to get that W. It didn't work for him. Now, NRG being back here again, a couple laps down, maybe especially on this track, he is on 4 fresh tires, going to track these leaders down. He is good buddies with Celtics up there, but Flash 9 saying, hey, I'm going to take this forward. I'm going to give this Toyota, I'm going to give it a little bit of a bump.
He is beating the back bumper off that 11 car.
Damage is in effect, too, in customs, more so than presets. Mini Truck, you know in customs, too, but when you get any type of damage, it will affect the way your car handles.
Yeah, just to list, I mean, to the rear of the car, to the front of the car, yeah, your car will be a handful afterwards.
Now, real quick, Mini Truck, since you were on Do Not Allow, let's go back and recap. So it's your first time in the booth. Just reintroduce yourself to everybody out there in YouTube land and on Giggity.
I drive for Cola Motorsports in the 99 truck. It's been my first year in Giggity. We didn't make the playoffs because of missing races due to job.
And that's what you heard me say, guys, earlier, too. If you couldn't hear him, you know, work is important. That's how you put the food on the table.
Yeah, well, maybe if we get signed for next year, I'll be able to make all the races with my new job, so...
And I'm glad you brought that up too. Don't forget, everybody. Just don't forget, the draft is still in effect. People are making trades. People are still picking drivers up. If you haven't gotten signed yet, that doesn't mean anything. Just be patient. You know, season 6 is around the corner, but we got to wrap up season 5 here in Giggity Racing, presented by our sponsor JCR.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, I didn't get to run all the races, but the races I did get to run, I mean, I had some really good finishes. So, just wait and be patient and see where we go.
Those 4 fresh tires, Ty, of that lap car down of NRG, he's trying to work his way back up to the get that lap back the hard way too. These guys are on older tires. He is on a fresher equipment right now.
Yeah, and right now, if I'm Celtics, I'm looking back at him and I'm saying, hey man, you're my teammate. You got that space between me and the 21, but I don't want you to pass me. I want you to try to help me out. But we see the 20 NRG going to take his lap back. Looks like Celtics might have caught the outside wall there. That's going to give a little bit of a advantage towards the 21 of Flash 9.
Very smart move, though, Celtics, not to waste his equipment, not to waste those older tires fighting those 4 freshies, too. But that did give the opportunity, too, as NRG is about to go back another lap down. But that gave Flash 9 a great chance to catch back up there.
Flash 9 seems to be trying to get a little lower than Celtics to get a good run in. And maybe trying to use the 20 of NRG as a pick, because he tried to get a good run there, but driving to the inside lane, the outside line is going to prevail on the outside of the corner, and he's going to get that good run off. So if they keep playing this low line, high line game, Celtics is going to prevail every time.
Yeah, and Carf's got a personal message out there to Mini Truck. He said, just be patient. If you ain't got signed yet, just wait a minute. You could get signed. He is on a different racing platform. As everybody knows, that new console. Again, I don't want to mention any names. Don't want to get sued or anything. But he said he got signed too. But just be patient, Mini Truck. Things can happen for you. But Flash 9 starting to lose a little ground to that 11 as the NRG Mobile starting to pull a little ways out now.
Yeah, I was watching Robbie racing. He just got past Captain Jack, so he's coming up.
So Robbie back here on a mission again.
Yeah, he's definitely got a longer run car, so it'll be interesting to see where he ends up in the 3rd stage.
And that's, Robbie out here has been with Giggity for so long now. Again, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. But he has the patience. He's got the car, just waiting for people. And sometimes, Ty, the best thing to do is wait for the person in front of you to make the mistake, make them make a mistake, and then take advantage of it instead of just overdriving.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way many times this season. I've had wins in front of me that I tried to take away from the person in front of me myself, and I wasn't racing the track, I was racing them. And I've had to learn that the hard way. Sometimes you just got to take a minute, breathe, realize that there's a lot of laps left in this race, and you need to stay focused and stay calm, make them make the mistake.
And something else, too, if you're not used to running at the front, and this has happened to me, too, as we see NRG get a little wide right there, sometimes you have such a great car, and you get to the front, you're in a position where you not typically used to be or normally are. You find yourself overdriving to try to hold off people, and then all that does is cause mistakes, eat up equipment and everything, too. As we see Pro 75, he says he's a free agent for presets next year to any captains out there listening. So, again, 9 viewers out there. The views that we get afterwards here are awesome. Man, some of these guys, some of these videos get over 200-300 views too. So that is awesome, but fantastic. Appreciate everything. But so any captains out there, Pro 75 is available for presets. As Nuka Bob now is in jeopardy of going a lap down as he gets passed by one of his good buddies right there. Our previous race winner last week in that 20 car, but 20 is not the leader, as we see the 12 car pulling to the inside and let those guys go by.
Saw AJ Storm come down pit road. Looks like that was a scheduled pit stop. No damage to his car. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of pit strategy come out of these guys. Here as we get into the late in stage 2.
Yeah, still clean and green, Mini Truck, no yellow flag in the air. What does that do to your patience if you're a lap down?
Well, me, that makes me drive even harder. So, like you were saying, I use up my equipment a lot faster.
Yeah, I've been there and done that too. It does happen. Captain Jack right back on that rear bumper of the 7 car of Robbie race, and they got lap traffic in front of them.
Yeah, lap traffic's fixing to play a big toll in this battle between Captain Jack and Robbie.
Something else, too, that Carp just mentioned, getting on and getting off pit lane, something that's going to be key, especially if you're making green flag pit stops. We saw that last night in the Custom Xfinity race. A couple of those guys got speeding penalties. As we see the 11 of Celtics still on old tires fighting that 20 car right there, but New Hampshire, not an easy pit lane or easy to get off of, as some tracks are.
Yeah, no, with it being flat, you can't really carry any speed off the corner, and trying to get it slowed down is even worse because there's not much of a gap to try to turn it down because you got the infield grass. You get like grass, you're going to spin. So it's definitely a lot harder to get the car turned down, slowed down. As we see, maybe a little bit of lag out of Celtics. He's a little shaky. might be just me. I don't know.
Unfortunately, though, we have seen some of the Celtics before. Again, no fault of its own. Technology, it comes back to bite everybody. We hear it all the time. You know, lag this and lag that. Celtics puts a lot in these cars. Really hard worker, very fast guy, but sometimes, yeah, technology just comes back to bite you in the butt. As of right now, he's still out there, though. If he can get out, that lag won't affect him. But we've seen it before in the past, too, where Celtics has lagged and dropped to the rear of the field just to keep anything from happening. So a lot of respect there from 10 viewers out there. Again, 11 now here on Giggity Racing with New Hampshire.
Smith has come out of the pit and wrecked.
D. Smith is around. So thanks to everybody out there watching. Again, this race presented to us by our sponsor, JCR. Robbie Racing and Captain Jack, though. These guys got themselves a nice little battle brewing. Leader is Celtics, Cola Motorsports. As of now, Robbie coming down.
So I believe we've got the 10 and 24 going to join him. They all three signaled. And sure enough, here comes the 10. 24 is going to stay out. Celtics is going to pit. That's going to hand the lead over to the 24.
See, now Robbie took the access lane to get to pit lane as the 24 Parco didn't. Hopefully that does not give Robbie a penalty as we see the 21 of Flash 9 coming down. But Celtics still out here leading 24. I think that's just put the turn signal on right there too.
And so Parco is going to give up the lead here. He's going to come down pit road. I'm trying to figure out who exactly has the lead after Parco. It might be the two of AJ Storm once they cycle back through.
Yep, and again, we are down a couple drivers tonight. Things have happened and everything. But again, Cole out there taking care of business, doing what he's got to do. Don't forget to go pull for him. He made the playoffs for the Winter Heat Edition. Direct transfers to Daytona in February right there from, or I think it's March. Direct transfer from the Homestead race, but Flash 9 was in this race. AJ Storm was in that race. Max Boost was in that race, and the winner, Cody Giles, too. You know him as Fluffy, was in that race, too. So, kind of in the esports virtual heat world of presence of greatness, except for maybe Cola, because he's just a sweat. That's all he does. Cola just sweats. He's a sweat.
Yeah, he sweats in MLB, sweats in NBA. I mean, lots of things.
You know what he does not sweat at, though, is NFL Madden. Sorry, buddy. 2 games in a row. I had to do it to you. My old Bengals, buddy. Love you to death. But Cole out there still resigning as a captain next year, too. Wants to focus on his racing teams and his career here in the Heat divisions. He has been signed to presets and custom, so we will see him drive. But Cole resigning as a captain next year.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I understand that completely because obviously as a captain, you've got a lot of jobs. You got to make sure that your drivers are able to show up for races, that they're prepared, and you want to make sure that you can help them as much as they need it. So, and at the level that he's able to compete at, I mean, Cole is a great driver. Obviously, locking himself into Daytona for the Winter Series, that is huge. And that just shows that he is one of the quickest guys on NASCAR Heat. So I completely understand that move, and that's a business move for Cola.
And Big Jim just said he needs to go pro, and it's not for the lack of effort, too. He qualified for season heat, too, for the draft and everything. He's starting to get his social media pumped up a little bit, too. I think that's a big aspect of it. But mini truck driving for Cola, I mean, you've talked to him probably quite a bit, too, as much as I have. Great guy, and he works so hard to see it out there. And, you know, a little absentee tonight because he has locked himself in with... How many wins does he have this year in the Custom Cup JCR Giggity Series? Too many. Too many.
Yeah. Cola's a good guy. I mean, I've had a few
I wouldn't go that
tracks
far.
that
No,
I've
he is a good
struggled.
guy. No.
I had a few tracks that I struggled at, and he helped me out with them, so he definitely knows what he's doing.
No, I've known him for a while, especially like I said, driving over there. So thanks for tuning in, Cole. Yeah, but Celtics as of now still the leader. Jumping on board real quick. Want to keep an eye on this 42 car. That is Deadpool 490. These guys will be starting the playoff hunt next week at Watkins Glen. This guy needs a win, and he's got to. That's the only way he can get into the right now. We do have a minimum race requirement this year. He has met that, but due to some other circumstances, he missed some of those races, and I think that affected him in the points. Otherwise, Deadpool would be locked in. He has the talent. He's got the setups to do it, but just time is a factor.
Yeah, and right now, I feel like he's got some huge odds to go up against. Again, we're still in the middle of Stage 2, so if he's able to make a big adjustment to that 42 car, he might find some more speed in it, but right now, the odds aren't looking great. And I hate to say it because Deadpool's one of my good buddies, but this 11 car is hard to beat, and he's proven it as he has just about a half straightaway lead over the 21 of Flash 9.
Yeah, and exactly what Big Jim said. He needs to go pro. Cola is a pro in his own right. You know, he deserves to go pro. So if there's anybody out there from 704 Gaming and any of those people looking for the next season, I know it won't be Heat. Keep an eye on that guy. Keep an eye on Big Jim himself out there. Big Jim is no slouch. Proud to call him a friend, and we've seen him race too. So keep an eye on everybody too. But Cola is a great person, great talent, always willing to do stuff. And the only thing is he just needs more towels because he just gets so sweaty as we're keeping an eye on Robbie racing, trying to get around that NRG car. Good little battle back here. D. Smith looks like he's struggling just a little bit tonight. The 10 car makes contact. The 10 car goes around the 19 who just made contact with the wall. Not a lot of cars for the custom guys tonight, so without Cola out there, if you don't have a win, do you think for your some of these guys that are like, hey, you know, Taddy's not here, Cola's not here, Fluffy's not here tonight, do you think these guys rub their hands a little bit and said, I may not like this track, but I got a good chance of getting something done tonight, as we see El Parco back here getting passed by 10 of Captain Jack?
Yeah, the weeks that the dominating drivers that had been in the past are not there, it gives you a little bit more motivation to come out.
Cole is still tuning in. He said he appreciates all the kind words and everything. And from a typical house bowler to Cola Motorsports, you the man, buddy. You the man. I'm your biggest fan. Wait till you see that autograph when it gets there. Anyway, that's an inside joke too. But no, Cola, always a jokester too. He was putting on me in the last couple of days. He was putting it on me, but from the typical house bowler, I'm watching you, man. I'm rooting for you. AJ Storm, one of our early race leaders, Ty, looks like he's back here by himself trying to hold on to everything.
Yeah, Flash 9 drove away from him, and right now he is rolling up on the 11 of Celtics very quickly. Speaking of that 42 car, he's about to go a lap down, so definitely not the run that he's wanted.
And something else, too, again, we got to want to keep up with our sponsors and everything, JCR, but Giggity is no longer just Giggity Racing League. Let's say you want to play baseball. Let's say you want to play Madden. Let's say you want to play NBA 2K. Even if you want to play golf, there's been talks about that. And possibly, if we can figure out how to work hockey, Giggity is no longer racing. It is the Giggity Sports League. So just because you tune in and you see here, man, I don't like racing. I don't want to watch it. I just want to watch this great racing, but I can't do it. There's other ways to be part of Giggity out there now. So if you have any questions about that, please get a hold of myself, actually Cola Motorsports, KTatty, or many others out there, and we can get you informed on how to put you in the know. But Giggity is no longer Giggity Racing, it's Giggity Sports League. And if you want to win at basketball in 2K, just all you need to do is just hit me up. I'm 0-15 in the basketball league, but it's so much fun. It is. And the draft, it took 2 hours. The draft took 2 hours. Everybody in it chat, everybody giving each other grief. As we see, Celtics gets a little loose, and the 21 of Flash Knight coming up on that 42 right there. This is a battle. I think 42 is going down, but So yeah, but it's so much fun, and the camaraderie of everything, and the things that Giggity has done in the past, Ty, too, the charity races that they put together for everybody in times of need, and have always come together. Everybody in Giggity's not always happy with each other, but at the end of the day, it is one big family.
Yeah, when we're out there on the racetrack, we're scrapping for every point we can get, trying to get all the wins, championships that we can get. But at the end of the day, this is a video game, and the friends that we make here are going to last a long time, especially with the way that we race. Every week we get on the track, we have fun, and then we settle down with some MLB, some 2K. I'm not the best at 2K, but I'm decent in MLB.
I'm okay at baseball. I just haven't had the good luck. But yeah, 2K, I'm not very good. I just enjoy it though.
Yeah, I'm proud to say that I swept Cola in the series. I didn't sweep him. I beat him 2-1. That's the only thing that I will ever beat Cola at in my life, but I will take it.
That's what I said today, too, when I beat him at football. I was like, that's the only thing I'll ever beat you at, even when we shoot people. He's over there sweaty, going 82-9, but yeah. So, again, ways of getting into Giggity other than racing, that is how to do it, too. Keeping an eye back here, Robbie racing all by himself. D. Smith not having the night I think he was hoping for. I think he is just here so he doesn't get fined.
Flash 9 must have been sitting down for a while because he just stretched his legs on the 11 and took stage 2 with ease.
And NRG is having a injured problem. He is out on pit lane, it looked like, with no movement. So that is going to cut the field down by 1. But again, oh, go ahead. Take it. Take it. Go.
Flash 9 wins stage 2. Celtics P2 and P3, I believe, if I am correct, was the 2 of AJ Storm.
But no, thank you guys so much. This was kind of spur of the moment for you guys to be up here, and you guys are doing fantastic. Always welcome back up here. Always. Nuka's reporting real quick that he's got damage. And AJ said he put down a 1-5. Goodness gracious. He put, if that doesn't say anything too, he put down a 1? Goodness. I forgot to check the daily, weekly, and old times to see where that is, but that 1's definitely going to put him somewhere on one of those boards too. But 4 fresh tires, mini truck, belly full of fuel. You know what we're going to do? We're going to rack them and stack them right here. AJ Storm and Flash 9 on the outside. Captain Jack and Celtics. El Parco and Robbie. And, oh, AJ.
What happened there?
I don't know.
As I hate to say it, but I think the 42 has also left the race. He's on pit road.
Oh, that takes him out of the championship. And just because you're out of the championship hunt doesn't take you out of a specific points hunt. That doesn't mean not show up next week. I think that's why we've seen some of the fields get shorter and shorter when they think they get eliminated. Just because you can't win the championship doesn't mean, what, would you want to finish last? Or, I'd rather say I finished 14th out of 19 than anything else, So don't ever give up.
On pit road.
Huh.
Yo, AJ, did he forget to pit?
He might have.
Oh, no. Wow. That is unfortunate for him, but Celtics out here leading. Flash 9, Captain Jack, Nuka, and Robbie, it looks like. That's your top 5. Again, I don't know if anybody's a lap down if they're fighting for anything. D. Smith looks like he's repaired the damage to that 19 right behind El Parco back there. NRG and the 42 on pit lane. Unfortunate for him. Keep an eye on this Nuka mobile right now and see what happens. Oh, that's exactly it. AJ Storm in the chat, not happy right now. Forgot to pit. I have done that myself in preset races where I have just hit the, get so many adjustments in and I just didn't get it in. Thought I did. Or you sit there, you're like, I'm in a custom, take a break, stretch your legs, take a drink of water, light a cigarette, crack a Keystone, do something. You think you hit the X button, but you don't. That stinks.
That's really unfortunate for him.
He's had a top 3 car all race, but somebody who's now going to sneak on up into the top 3 is going to be the 10 of Captain Jack.
Yep, he's back up there too, and we got our preset winner out there here too in YouTube land, Private Patton. And I do want to give him a public apology. Ooh, contact being made. I don't know if that's a lag. Oh, it has to have been a lag or something. Yeah, because on my screen, Celtics went flying through the air. Flash Knight punted him into the grandstands to the taco stand, and then all of a sudden he appeared right back in the lead again. So Celtics, I don't know if you're listening, buddy. We might need to get confirmation from that, but on my screen, just as a heads up. But public apology to Private Patton right there. We always try to do a post-race interview. He got the invites, and he was like, "Oh, I'm coming over. And I got impatient, and so no offense to Private Patton out there, man. Congratulations on your win. Didn't want to take that away from you as we see the 10 kiss the wall right there. But I do apologize." Big Jim said, "Holy crap, he stuck the landing." Hell yeah, he stuck the landing. He went from the lead to 5th back to the lead on that one. That was a triple gainer. Holy God. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so apparently everybody else did see that. Robbie trying to make a move, get back up in here. The 12. Yeah, the 12 gets down in there. Robbie gets around. I think that's to the 3rd position. He's going to go to the 3rd line. Captain Jack's going to move back down to the inside. The 7 and 10 battling out. Chevy and Ford right here. Robbie's going to hold it off. Keeps it from kissing the wall, so he doesn't scrub any more to speed. But I think Robbie says Robbie and Captain aren't done yet. But the 12 car Nuka Bob, hard contact in the wall we just saw. Big Jim said, "Yeah, you get a speed boost when you do backflips." Apparently, but
definitely
good. Robbie racing back on the inside.
Go ahead, Minnie, take it. Go. Don't let me do my normal thing and just talk too much. I know you guys are up here, man. I appreciate it. Sometimes I just get too excited. Take her.
I had to flip my mic off. I started coughing.
Ty, who are you watching right now?
Right now, I'm looking at the 11 and 21. 21 seems to be not as quick as the 11, but hanging on. So we might see the 21 come to life here as he takes a big swoop at him in turn 1 and 2. He's going to slide up the racetrack, and the 11's going to take that diamond exit, and he's going to get a good run into 3 and 4.
Yeah, it tries to cut that off again as I'm clicking back through. I want to see what's going to happen back here, too. I'm bored with Robbie. Captain Jack's back in that 3rd position, so from my angle back here on Robbie, we can keep an eye on the lead, too. So I'm going to do shoot 2 birds with one stone right there. But Robbie seems to have lost a little ground on Captain Jack. But it seems like Captain Jack, in the long run, though, his car falls off, or Robbie's doesn't, so that might prevail for him right now.
Right now in the comments, AJ Storm done for the day, upset. I'll take the 3 seed into the playoffs.
And that's unfortunate, AJ. You had yourself one great car, and you know, sometimes your own worst enemy is you, and I mean, I've been there right there with you, but yeah, he is going into the playoffs very strong here in Giggity, and he's put himself a very good custom team together too, still working on some things, but so AJ, we'll look forward to seeing you next week, man. Good run, and unfortunate circumstances for the 2 Cola Motorsports mobile tonight. I've got to talk to AJ quite a bit too. He's a good guy. I don't care what Cole says about AJ. He's a good guy. Battle right here. Here comes El Parco. Driving it in. Going to push Robbie up high. That's going to make him go up high. Robbie going to try to cross him over. Parco checks up just a little bit. Try to block that move. Parco up there down to that 4th spot. D. Smith still hanging on. Yeah, NRG on pit lane. We got Nuka back there. Last week's sprinter hanging on. We just heard from AJ Storm. He's on pit lane. Good battle up here. We're going to go back here real quick and keep an eye on this just for a couple minutes. I don't know if I can say that on air, AJ. That's funny. That's funny. Still keeping an eye on everything, Ty. You know who you're looking at over here, man. This two-lane battle. Who's going to prevail? Who's going to make a mistake first out of the Celtics and Flash?
I mean, right now I've seen Flash start to get a little over-aggressive again, trying to make that inside lane work. But Celtics is staying calm, staying consistent, taking that outside lane and making it work. But I feel like Flash 9, we saw him, he stretched his legs there at the end of stage 2, so I feel like he's got a long-run car. If he can stick with the 11 right now, he might be able to pull away and get a big old gap here in stage 3.
And Nuke out there said he's got himself a little bit of a bullet out there. He's got himself a hot rod if he can bounce back. Flash 9 still right there. A little 21 on 11 crime battling it out up here. Ford and Toyota. Again, guys, don't forget to keep tuning in. Oh, contact! Haru! One car gets in the wall. That's going to check Flash up out there. Again, AJ out there giving it back just a little bit. He is a custom captain for next year. Gave me the surprise of a lifetime when he gave me a text and said, "Hey, congratulations, I drafted you." And then he said, "Nah, you smell and I don't like your mullet." So he drafted me. He traded me. He said, "Your hair's too sexy for me. I'm jealous of it." AJ, a really good guy. He works really hard, and he's got himself a family, and he does everything great over there, too. So, unfortunate for him. But that, talk about unfortunate, dude. That 21 of Flash 9, that just, all that momentum tied, that just really backed him up.
Yeah, and it's one of those things because when you're in that race car and you have something like that happen, your first instinct is to go, "Oh, shoot, man, it's all gone." But Flash 9, he's the type of guy, he will see a gap, and he will focus in, and he will reset, and he will be able to come back, and he will be faster than he was before.
Speaking of the guy who's jealous of my hair, AJ Storm 11 is strong, he says, but the 21 made some main adjustments to get back up there. You know, he's talking to him right now. He made a 180, so let's see if those adjustments can get him back up. Again, now, on my screen, I'm showing heavy damage on the front of that 11, but we know how the game is. He may not have damage, or if he did have damage from something earlier, well, actually, that's right, he did have damage because he went flipping through the air 22 times and pulled a backwards gainer. Doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad, though.
Maybe he's more aerodynamic. Flipping through the air like that might have cut some of the fenders off.
That might be a new Olympic sport, man. NASCAR car flipping right there.
I've heard of the long jump, but I've never heard of the
high
taco
jumping.
stand.
Yeah, man, he went straight to the taco stand. He said, "I need a beer and a burrito." But he's been, I haven't seen anything else from him right there, too. So, but that contact with the wall with Flash 9 and the 11, checked him up just a little bit. Let's go back to the field here. I want to keep an eye on this guy, too, man. The Aussie Robbie right there. Again, don't forget to check out his racing page, Robbie Racing. He is on YouTube. He helps people out all the time. Big Car City's helped him out, too. Put himself up in the stage, get them some stage points. I wonder if he's in Robbie gear right now, saving a little fuel, saving a little tire, because he was super consistent. I think it is, too. As I listen to his car go through the corner, he may not have been all the way back into the gas right there, but I also know that he's been having some pedal issues on his wheel, which stinks. Because I was going to help him out, but, you know, shipping things to the UK ain't quite that easy.
Oh, no. Very expensive as well.
I do have a care package. He's never had a Twinkie. Can you believe he's never had a Twinkie?
Wow. All right. That's...
Yeah, he's never had a Twinkie. So I got him a Las Vegas hat and a Route 66 and stuff, you know. And but when I gotta send him, when I send my care package, it's sitting over there. But yeah, I gotta send him a box of Twinkies. Now, in my defense, if there's 3 or 4 eaten before they get to England, that's not my fault. I just wanted to lighten the shipping price on that. You know what I mean?
And if he comes across the pond, somebody better be at the border waiting on him with a Twinkie in hand.
Yes, exactly. When he does come across the pond, wherever, he said, I told him I'd put him up. Everybody said he would come out. And we just said it earlier. I can't wait for him to go to Texas. Look like a Texan, but not sound like a Texan. He'll just walk in and they'll be like, and they'll expect this big guy to be like, hello, I want steak. I want this. I want a beer. And then he'll be like, hello, mate. How are you today? And even AJ's out there saying, too, that Robbie's got one of the fastest long-run cars, too. Patton says Flash is faster than Celtics. It does appear to be that way, but do you think Celtics might be a little nervous to get around just in case of a lag thing again?
I mean, obviously that plays a factor sometimes, and if you do see the guy in front of you lagging, you're a little worried, especially with damage, because he lags back and bashes your front end up. You're not gonna be too happy. Your car's not gonna be happy. It's gonna sound like a Prius that got ran over by an 18-wheeler. But that's
no offense, NRG. No offense to NRG. Go ahead. I made a joke.
Just accidentally bring up painful things.
Not painful, but no, NRG drives a Prius, and I said something the other day, because again, Mrs. Puddin just signed a new contract after Las Vegas. We're just going to the outskirts of Seattle, and I said, yeah, I can't wait to go up there and type on a fake computer, act like I'm writing a book, sip on a copy, and drive my Prius to get there. And I was like, oop, NRG's in here, my bad, I'm sorry.
Alrighty, I see what happened.
Take my big old Chevrolet and just... do Chevrolet stuff. Sorry. NRG's a good guy, too, man. He's one of my Ohio buddies. He's good people, man. He's got my back at all times, and can't wait to get to Ohio. And not going to lie, probably won't shake his hand. I'll give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Hopefully I don't get the NRG virus from it, though, but... can't wait to go out and meet him one day, too. But traveling around the country, I have made so many good friends in here in Giggity. Money Mike, I've got to meet Rub on him. I've got to meet the world-famous YouTube star before he was famous, FMF228. I got to hang out with him and so many others, too. And if I'm in your neck of the woods, you want to drink a beer, and if you don't drink beer, then I'll sip a coffee with you, too. Something, I don't know, shake hands. But when I'm traveling around the country, if I'm near you, let's hang out. I can't wait to do it. I've made so many good friends here in Giggity.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I'd shake Nuka's hand, or not Nuka. I say the different thing all the time. One of them's my team owner. One of them's a good friend. But I don't know if I would shake NRG's hand, because I don't know where it's been. But man, you want to kiss him and hug him and.
I mean, it's an Ohio thing. You know what I mean? It's an Ohio thing.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I've never been over on that side of the plains. I'm a southern man, so.
Inadvertently, though, again, he's not far from Lima County, and when I was racing at Lima, Ohio, at the Allen County Fairgrounds, that was my home track. He had said he had been to that race quite a few times, and we have probably pinned it down that obviously didn't know each other. And here, as we see Flash 9 now coming down the pit lane, he had actually seen me race. That's what's crazy. Same thing with Dr. Robbie Bob. He's from Indiana. In the winter, I was a very avid bowler. According to Cola, I'm just a typical house bowler, but Dr. Robbie Bobby and I have actually bowled in the same tournament and know quite a few of the same people and didn't know it because it happened 5 years ago. It's just crazy how things like that work out. Oh, I can't wait too, Big Jim. I can't wait. As we now see everybody now coming down the pit lane. I can't wait for COVID to be over too. COVID is a real thing again, especially with the holidays coming. We just got done with Christmas, New Year's tomorrow. Don't drink and drive. Stay your 6 feet. Wear a mask. We will get through this together. Nobody likes to do it. We can all complain about it, but complaining doesn't fix it. So. Simple things in life. Just follow the rules. Do what you got to do. Let's keep this world open. Let's not go into another massive shutdown, guys. Come on now. You know what I mean? That's the best thing. And There we go. I was like, how many cars are we down there? They're on pit lane as we see green flag pit stops. Robbie coming off. Celtics coming off right there. Parco coming off. I need to see who's the leader here, but I only got my phone instead of the computer tonight. Mrs. Puddin has the computer, so I don't have both up, so I can look at Robbie's stream if he's got it up. But I would have.
See if Robbie has one up, and I'll figure that out for us. Because I've been actually trying to figure out the same thing. I didn't know who was streaming or.
I would presume that would put Celtics back in the lead.
Yeah, Flash definitely cut a pretty decent amount of that gap by short pitting. Now we check Robbie's stream here whenever he gets back to the start-finish line. I'll let you know.
Big Jim says the same thing. Nobody likes to wear the mask. Just do it. It's like school, you know. Nobody wanted to do it. You just got to do it. It's better safe than sorry, man. There's things that you don't want to do, like when you go to the bathroom at a gas station at the in Las Vegas. One thing you don't want to do is play that slot machine. Why did I got a slot machine in the bathroom? Things you do want to do: wear a mask, get the world back to normal. Mrs. Puddin is a COVID nurse. She's very, very big on it. I try to help advocate for her. I believe in it. She has lost family members. She's lost over 25 patients due to it. And of all things, she just got the vaccination. She has no tail. She hasn't grown a third finger or fifth finger, sixth finger. She hasn't gone bald yet. So as of now, the first stage of vaccinations after almost a week and a half seem to be going good. But so keep that in mind too. Just do what you guys got to do, you know, and be safe. That is the most important thing. To make the world go round, play by the rules.
Yeah, it's not fun having it at all.
And Carp just said Mrs. Carp got the vaccination and tested positive for it too. So again, it's just everybody's a little bit different, you know. And now if that's the case too, I hope that I hope that she's all right, Carp, and I will relay that message, Big Jim, because when we went from South Carolina, we went from Darlington, South Carolina to Texas. That's when COVID really became a big thing. When certain nurses and certain doctors were saying, "No, I don't want to do it," Mrs. Puddin stepped up, just like our frontline heroes, our military out there. She stepped up and just came into it gung ho, and has helped so many people. She's lost a lot of people. She's got a lot of I'm not going to sit there and keep going on about my wife, or COVID. We got a race going on. Just be safe, guys. That's the best thing about it. But I will relay that message. I will relay that message. When's her next dose, Hunty? She just got it a week ago. So January 25th is her next vaccination. But Flash 9 has caught back up to the 11 car here, mini truck. So Celtics is getting tracked back down again. Yeah, are you nervous if you're Flash 9 about that little bit of a lag spike, or do you think you just want to try to get around him and beat him up? But
I believe at this point in the race, I'd just go ahead and try to get around him.
They're making herself around lap traffic right now, but
14 to go. Laps are counting down.
Captain Jack just passed Robbie Racing. Oh, we got a battle back here. Robbie Racing got back up under him.
Oh, there's Quack Humor. Go jump back there and take a look at that. Yeah, Quack Humor out there, Dark, as you guys know him. He said he hit the glitch. Glitches are fun. My very, very, very first ever race was in a truck at Watkins Glen. I love that track. Everybody knows that. I was leading, going through the bus stop. I was nowhere near the grass. I'm not one of those people. And guess what? Next thing I know, I was in the taco stand. Didn't know what happened. Didn't know it. Good. I was like, what the hell just happened right there? But Robbie makes their way around El Parco. So does Captain Jack back here. Good little battle minute, Jim. You called that on out.
Yeah, Captain Jack ain't cleared the 24 yet.
Take a jump back up here to the leaders, find those white cars real quick, because those guys are up. There it is, Flash 9 on the back bumper of Celtics. Does he have what it takes? They both appear to have damage, but again, I can't tell if that was the glitch or not. Celtics definitely. Oh, contact being made. A little bit of a bump. No harm, no foul for him. Drag race down the front straight away. Flash 9 backs out of it. Gets back in the. Right, pulls in behind that 11 of Celtics. He's going to drive her in right there.
I mean, we're coming to 10 to go this time. Right now, if I'm Flash 9, I'm trying to pressure him, get right on his back bumper, force him to make a mistake because it is time to get the ball a-rolling.
Yeah, don't make the mistake, but force them to make a mistake. Great aspect right there. Celtics has a lot of pressure.
Contact.
Where at, Minnie?
Robbie Racing and Captain Jack.
All right,
They're battling back here.
So they got a battle, but we got a battle up front. So we'll try to. Thankfully, and I hate to say this, we don't have a lot of cars tonight. That's what stinks. But it's a lot easier to get back and forth. Here comes the 10 car making a move back on the inside of him, Minnie. Can't get her done. They got lap car right in front of him.
You got the 24 to the inside of the 10 now.
Robbie's pulled himself a little bit of a gap. Yep, there's the 24. That's El Parco. Very respectful of D right there. Thanks to his help this week, NRG and D have been very big, as you guys too. Ty last night helping out in the booth on spur of the moment. It throws the holidays throw a little kink to everything, you know what I mean? So thank you guys for helping out, and thanks for them helping out. But there's the battle weight. I was just going to say we got to get back up here. New leader. If that was going to be the finish line, it looks like Flash 9 drives it in. He's going to be the leader at that lap. He gets underneath the 11. The 11 makes contact right through him. He's trying to get back up to him. Flash 9 has to check up. It looks like his car might be getting a little loose. The 11 back to the lead.
Coming to 7 to go this time. It's getting antsy.
Yeah, we just had a little incident between Robbie Racing and Captain Jack.
I wonder if frustrations might not be a little bit brewing back there. I do want to check on that. I want to keep an eye on that too, but we can't take away from this lead. Flash 9 has a car to get around Celtics. Celtics has got a winning car also. But we'll check back that in just a second. It looks like the 11 car runs the second lane. Flash 9 runs a higher line, diamonds it off, tries to eat up a little bit of that fat, cut it off of there, get down there. Oh, Flash 9 gets back to the 11 car's bumper. Oh, Flash gets loose. I think that might have been just a little bit of a glitch. Flash right there. This is the battle for the lead, Ty.
Coming down to 5 to go. Flash is trying to get that inside, maybe knock him up a little bit, get to his inside, but Celtics is going to... Actually, he's not getting as much of a run as I thought he would. They're side by side going into turn 1 with 5 to go.
5 to go at the line. Oh, contact being made again. Flash 9 going to get around him. New leader, the all-white 21. Did he do it too early, though? If he's got a faster car, maybe he didn't. Maybe he wants to pull away. It looks like he drove that one in just a little bit deep, too. Went up high, but he has been running that line. He gets the momentum coming off of it, mini truck.
Yeah, they got them a pretty good battle brewing up here, so we'll just a few laps to go. We'll see how it ends up.
I cannot believe this right now, Ty. Celtics out there leads most of the race. Flash 9 right there. Then Celtics goes flying through the air, comes back from the taco stands, gets a burrito and a beer, leads the race, back to second place. Flash 9 again, all the way back up here. Can that 11 car get to him? What are we coming to 3 to go? Oh, he's there! Oh! Wow, Celtics drives it. Celtics drives it in. He didn't hit the brakes. He used them as a brake.
Coming at 2 to go.
Oh,
I think the
Celtics!
A little bit better.
Flash 9. Oh.
The 21 seems to be a little bit better on the exits, though.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Big Jim said. It's driving so.
Oh,
they both get up there. Flashes of Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace at Bristol. Flashes of Earnhardt, Terry Labonte at Bristol.
They pulled the brake pedals out of the cars.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
That ain't the brake.
Wow!
White flag in the air one more time around.
This white flag presented by JCR, our sponsor here in Giggity Racing. Can the 21 of Flash 9 get around the 11? They have been battling back and forth. The 11 looks like he checks up just a little bit, trying to save a loose car. Here's the Flash 9 guy right behind him, going down the drive. He's going to pull the inside. Block move. He goes below the inside line. He's going to right there. The 11's going to get back around him. Drag race down the front straightaway. Celtics looks like he's going to be the winner after that power move. Flash did everything he could to get her done. And that is how we do it here in the JCR Giggity Racing League. Wow.
Heck of a finish. Bumper banging, door banging, track cutting. I don't know how to explain that.
I don't care what you want to call it, but damn good racing right there. You know they were having some fun. Woo! Would you do anything different there, Ty?
I mean, when it's last lap, teammates or not, thankfully they weren't teammates, but if that's a teammate, I'm doing the same thing Flash did. I'm sending that dang thing in there. I'm going to try to get as good of an exit as I can, because a win's a win.
A win
They
is a
pulled
win.
the brake pedal out on him last few laps.
A win is a win in Giggity. And I was just going to say, Mini Truck, what would you have done, man? Yeah, he said they pull. You got to lighten it up, by the way, too. No brake pedals. Take that couple ounces out. Let her drive her in deep and let her eat, baby.
Yeah, just throw it out the window and see where you end up at. I mean, we got to get the win.
At the end of the day, I know this isn't considered a short track, but you got to say something like, "It's a short track racing. It's a short track racing." All right.
There's always next week.
There is always next week, and that's the fun part about that. Mini Truck or Ty, I don't know if you guys are friends with Celtics, so I don't have to blue screen. If you guys can help get out there, get him up here for the post race. We'll give him a couple minutes, just like we did private. But
I got you.
wow, what a finish here tonight at Giggity Racing, New Hampshire, presented by JCR. The two cars battled it out for the last 10 laps. Great battle back there for third and fourth. I didn't want to take away from Robbie and Captain at the same time, but the battle for the win right there, who would have wanted to miss that? Hey, look at that custom car. That is a beautiful custom car, as I'm looking to flip over to get to that 11. Mini Truck, your first night up here in the booth, man. What'd you think about that? How'd you like that NASCAR Giggity race? Ha ha ha.
Oh, it was definitely fun. I mean, if you ever need me again, I'll definitely come back.
And I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being up here. Ty, again, what'd you think about that? You were here last night, too, but man, oh man.
I mean, last night we saw wide open pull away. We didn't have much of a race, but that right there, that made up for it. That was a classic Giggity barn burner right there.
No kidding. No kidding. Again, this is why we get so many views afterwards. Thanks for everybody else tuning out there. We are unfortunately missing some of those guys. Tonight was the playoffs. Again, Deadpool misses out. AJ Storm locked himself in, made a mistake, and said, you know what, just not going to keep pushing the issues, though. And we saw NRG out there having some engine troubles too, but don't forget to stay tuned next week, Monday and Tuesday. That is correct. We are back to Xfinity Racing. We will be at New Hampshire, and then Thursday starts a playoff for them. Wednesday starts a playoff for these guys too. Monday should be for the trucks. Cannot wait. The championship is on here in season 5. Season 6 is coming up. We got Robbie racing up here real quick. What's up, Robbie? What are you doing, bud? How you doing, man? Good race. Congratulations on a strong finish there. You had a great car.
Cheers, buddy. I just wanted to pop in and say, great race by most of the drivers. Stage 1 and 2 was clean. Everybody was giving each other room, letting guys by who was faster. Stage 3 got a little bit hectic towards the end there, but definitely a good race. 90% good racing. Good show.
Yeah, it looked like you and Captain Jack back there were barn burning it out a little bit. As Ty just said it, Chevrolet Toyota feud, that is always one that keeps continuing. That saga will continue on. Will the Robbie Racing Captain Jack saga continue like that manufacturer's battle?
might be a possibility for this season.
I love how you're such a gentleman about it too, by the way.
Are you guys still? Did you use end the broadcasts?
Yes, hey, Celtics, real quick,
I'm
Robbie.
sorry.
No, stay. No. You're fine, Celtics. You need to be here real quick. Robbie, finish up, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say great race by everybody. The issue with Captain Jack, we'll probably sort that out and have a chat between us, and hopefully we can sort it out and maybe have a little rivalry for the rest of the season. I don't know, but it's always good to have a bit of rivalry.
I was just going to say rivalries are fun, but so the 10 and the 7 need to report to the hauler afterwards. 10 and 7, report to the hauler.
I'm going to make my way there now.
All right, buddy. Hey, Mini Truck, since this is your first time up here in the booth, Celtics, congratulations on one great win. I'm going to let Mini Truck start off and take those rookie stripes off his interview microphone here.
Well, I appreciate that. Hey, them last couple of laps was kind of interesting there. Did y'all just take the brake pedal and throw her out, or?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, my car was more for the long run. Obviously, throughout the whole race, that's what it was made for. So we got in there, and I knew he was going to catch up to me on the short run after the first pit stop in stage 3, and he got up to me, and then he started, instead of trying to pass me on the outside or make a clean pass, he was just beating me up a little bit. So he got around me with like 4 or 5 to go, so I gave it back, and he tried to give me it back as if nothing happened before, but he couldn't do it. So we just
you came out with the win, bud.
Yeah.
You had another interesting moment tonight. Puddin will probably bring up.
Yeah, how's that, man? You went to the taco stand on the front stretch.
I don't remember that. That was probably when I was lagging. The only time I lagged tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do about
it. I always normally say too, buddy. I don't talk to you a lot. You're a good buddy. I won't give you too much grief, but I always call you Lag Master out there just sometimes. But yeah, Flash 9 straight sent you to the taco stand. We got in through the front in the air, man. That was you did a triple gainer backflip and managed to give everybody a peace sign right before you jumped into the water. That was fantastic, and you stuck it, as Big Jim said.
So I stuck it and got the win. Well, that's 2 for 2. We'll take it.
That's right, buddy. All right, Ty, you got anything for our winner, man?
Man, again, you took off there in the early stages. Nobody had anything for you. Flash did a complete 180 there in stage 3 and was there with you all race. As far as in stage 1 and 2, did you feel like anybody had anything for you tonight?
I mean, not really. I mean, like I said, the car was made for the long run, and a lot of guys tonight, well, to be honest, we didn't have that many guys, only 10 I think, but most of the guys had about 20 to 25 lap run cars, and I feel like that's why I had the major advantage, where I could get the whole run running consistent times, and that's why I kind of pulled away at the end of the run. So
well, man,
congratulations, one great run.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, we just heard from Robbie right there. We might see a little bit of a rivalry between the 10 and the 7 going to the playoffs. We might see a little bit of a rivalry going into the playoffs between the 11 and the 21. This isn't your first win here in Giggity, not your first win this year either. You've been locked in. But how great is it to take the time to build a car, go out there and get that W? And then I know, like you said, you might be a little frustrating, but for the fans out here that was watching, we had a lot of people on YouTube. Man, those last 10 laps were fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean it's frustrating in race, but like you said, like once I go back and watch it, I'll be on the edge of my seat as if I didn't even watch, like it wasn't there. It's still great to watch. It's just in the moment, it's really kind of gets you.
Were you a little nervous?
Gets you feeling a different type of way. No, more of just frustrating, and I guess you could say nervous. Yeah, you can feel your heart pumping a little bit, but all the emotions are coming in at once, and we're just excited to get the win and try to keep the momentum into a road course next week, which we're not really that good at. But
well, if you need any help, not that you need help, but it's all right. No, you got a lot of fans out there in YouTube land too. Big Jim's congratulating you on the win. Dark Humor said, man, that was a lot of fun to watch. Probably didn't want to be a part of it, but a lot of fun to watch. So congratulations to you, everybody up here in the booth. Final words from you, Mini Truck?
Just great win tonight, and it's been fun.
Ty?
Second race up in the booth for Giggity, and man, after that right there, Celtics, not only am I a fan of you for what you did tonight, but that was one heck of a race and a barn burner.
Oh, thank you.
And for myself up here too, Puddin', congratulations, Celtics. Again, have fun next week at Watkins Glen. We can't wait. Don't forget to tune in. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday action. Instead of taking the Tuesday off, we got the Xfinity guys at New Hampshire, and then we'll be right back to the road course to start the playoffs over there. So anytime, man, you Mini Truck Jim, Ty Hazard, I will give you guys permanent golden keys, I guess is the way, to the booth on a Wednesday night. You know, just like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You guys got a golden ticket anytime you want to come up here. You guys were fantastic. It was awesome to bounce off of you, get your guys' opinion. Mini Truck Jim, just got to remember to hit that always allow button. But for everybody up here in the booth, congratulations to our winners tonight, Private Patton in the presets. The Mr. One and Only Mo Power Celtics up here on that 11 car tonight. Ty of Hazard, Mini Truck Jim, thank you guys again. Please be safe. We talked about it earlier. Tomorrow at New Year's Eve, no matter what you do, wear a mask, 6 feet distance, always take care. Don't shoot guns up in the air unless you're out in the country. And if you're going to shoot fireworks at somebody, make sure you hit them in the back. For myself, Puddin', Mini Truck Jim, Ty of Hazard, our winners tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Our sponsor, JCR. Once again, we have the nominations. Money's out there. Are you looking forward to seeing if you can collect any of that real quick there, Celtics?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Fantastic. Love it when people listen. Great talk. Great talk, man. No, we got the nominations, man. The money's in my pocket right now, man. Are you looking forward to that championship, trying to get your hand on some of that green?
Oh, I mean, hopefully, we have. I'm not sure how many races are in the playoffs again. Is it 8, 9, maybe?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm not here. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh, I gotcha. I know. I just gotta keep it consistent. So if we do that, we'll have a good chance.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow, Happy New Year's. We look forward to seeing you here in Giggity Racing, presented by JCR in 2021. Get rid of this. I don't care for the 13th time this year. I will say it. Get rid of this shit year of 2020. All of our winners. See you in 2020. Thank you again, Ty, Mini Truck, Private Patton, Celtics. Congratulations on your win. We will see you guys later. And if you've never watched one of these broadcasts, you guys know what to do, right, though? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody? Celtics, I know you know. You've been here. Bye! That's where everybody goes bye. So we'll do that one more time. Bye!
Bye.
There we go. Everybody. Thank you. Good night, guys. Be safe. Take care. And we'll see you in 2021.